Right, Legends, today on Save State we're going to be checking out a little demo called Legends of the Round Table because this game is yet to be announced of when it will release. So, can we save it for its own playthrough? Well, let's find out on today's episode. Every indie deserves the spotlight, but not all are worth saving. This is Save State. Alright, so Legends of the Round Table is an RPG, but the combat is a little bit different. Now, the combat is done with horseback and on the ground, but it is turn-based, and the combat style is not only just turn-based, but your attacks are all done with cards. Those cards represent loyalty, love, emotion, all that sort of stuff, and then they, on top of that, are all different seasons are represented. Those cards represent a number. The higher the number, the more chance of success with that move coming out. If you fail, then the other opponent will attack you and hurt you, basically. So let's just jump in. I'm going to do Knight, but you can do the other one if you want to be a God Gamer. Now, there is Grail cards, and the Grail cards are pretty much like top tier card if they come out. There's a chance of them coming out, but they don't come out all the time. So let's do this.
Come closer. Fear not. Why have you come to my 1,000-year-old tomb? In truth, my world was not so different from yours. Deep in their hearts, humans resemble each other, and that will not change anytime soon. Dreams are sometimes more telling than historical facts. The greatest dream of my time was the ideal of chivalry. To be a knight is to offer the very best of yourself, day after day, inspired by 4 virtues: love, prowess, largesse, and loyalty. Come closer now, and look at this book. You will live the greatest adventure that the men and women of my time ever told, that of King Arthur and his round table.
Okay, well, you can pause the video and you can read a little bit of a story here, but we're just going to get into the action, so make sure you pause the video, read it up, and let's get into the action. The art style and music that they've gone with is absolutely fantastic. I like this. This is cool. So we can hold down the spacebar to skip, but we're not going to do that.
Hector, Kay, and Arthur arrived in London after a long journey. The herald goes to announce the second day of the tournament.
Oh, here we go.
Uther High King, all this day is for you. Slain by Saxons, oh so brave and so true. Victors, you will pull the sword as your due. Man from all this land so wide, now do stand here side by side. Oh, what gallantry and pride! How the hardy men did shine by their valor and their ardor yesterday. But the boldest of them all, the King of Orkney, was the victor in the fray. Oh, the blood and agony, the fearful cries when ladies saw the helmets play. All eyes were on King Lot. He seized the sword in stone, but it refused to give. He will not have the throne, for it is worthiness, not strength, that must be shown.
Our knights respectfully salute the man dressed in Uther Pendragon's colours. Greetings, sires, and welcome to London, he exclaims. I am Elias, herald of this city.
Why is this one in different clothing? Weird.
It is a pleasure to see you at this illustrious tournament, he says cheerfully. By the way, Sir Ector and Sir Kay, you are fighting in the main event later today.
Right, okay. So let's ask him about the battle that awaits us.
Sir Kay and Sir Ector must fight Sir Aguisans and Sir Meliant of Lys on horseback. They are formidable opponents.
We'll see about that. All right, let's learn about our opponents.
Aguisans is the vassal of King Lot, who was the victor yesterday on the first day of the tournament. Like his sovereign, Aguisans is an outstanding fighter. He's known to be feisty and insolent. Meliant, meanwhile, is a promising young knight. He has great strength, yet he's contemptuous and immature.
Okay, so he'll be our first target. Let's ask him about King Lot, who won the previous day in battle, but failed to pull the sword from the stone.
King Lot of Orkney is powerful and fearsome, both on the battlefield and at court. He grips his allies' hearts with fear and sows terror among his enemies. He must surely be coming to terms with his failure to remove the sword from the stone.
Oh, well. Let's ask more information about the sword in the stone.
When High King Uther died, Merlin, a very wise enchanter indeed, put a sword into the stone in front of St. Paul's Cathedral. Whoever manages to remove it will be Uther's successor.
Right, okay.
And that is the reason for this tournament. Every knight who wins the day's events earns a turn at trying to pull out the sword.
Okay, so we've got to win in order to get a chance to pull the sword. Okay. All right, let's take lead.
Before our hero turns away, Elias says a knight is waiting for Sir Ector farther down the road.
Okay, so someone's waiting for us down the road. Okay, so let's go to our logbook, our quest log. And these must be all our quests. So we've got to fight our opponents on horseback. Find the man mentioned by the herald. Okay. So we're going to click these ones. And this is all the manuscript of what just transpired. Okay. So let's click this. And then... Okay. So now we got to get off a horseback. And we can use WASD keys, A and D. And then the right mouse button. Okay. Sweet. Okay, let's chat.
When Ulfius spots our heroes, he exclaims with earnest joy, "Here is my dear old Ector, ah, dear friend. How happy I am to see you. And these must be your sons, Kay and Arthur."
Alright, so this is Ulfius. Let's greet Ector's old friend Ulfius and introduce Arthur and Kay.
Ulfius is delighted. What a long time it has been, good old Ector. Let's have a friendly duel on foot, just you and me, to see which of us has the oldest bones.
Okay.
He shows his former companion the blunt weapons they'd be using, but only to the first touche, he adds.
Okay. Let's accept.
Ector and Ulfius prepare for the battle, both quite excited to fight each other once again.
So this is going to show us the turn-based strategy and how it works. So let's go. So it says, at the beginning of each combat turn, each knight starts with 3 action points, which is here down here. Action points represent the passage of time and are spent each time a character performs an action. So you're going to need action points in order to do this stuff as well. Okay. Combat points are displayed in the Knight's action menu below. You can come back to this menu anytime by left-clicking on the Knight action. So we've got spells and we got Knight. Tooltip details the effects and use conditions of each action as well as their AP points. So as you can see, this costs 2. moving in combat costs action points. Moving 1 hexagon is 1, but if you're on horse back is 1, and if it's on foot, it costs 3. So there you go. Okay. Move the cursor on the ground, highlight. So we can only move in these yellow hexagons. So let's do that. All right, so we're going to end our turn. And now it is Uthius' turn. So you face your first challenge. You can face challenges in any uncertain situation, whether or not in combat. Now, we can watch the video, but we're not going to do that. Okay, so this indicates the difficulty of Sir Uther's move. So we've got to make sure that we get more than 19 in order to combat the action that he's going to do. Yeah, all right. So we can calculate the challenge in real time according to the traits, bonuses, and malice of your knight. When the card is selected, its value is added to the equal total. So it's 3 plus 5. Plus 0, plus 3, which is 11 so far. And then these are our traits here. Crafting, trading, folklore, and stewardship. So that is, it's behind my big head, but that's what it was. All right, so now we've got these cards that we're going to select. So we've got to beat 19. See, that's going to get right on 19. So let's use the 8. Can we use the 6? So no, let's use the 8. We're not going to use the 10. But it's also good to use the highest card that you can in order to be able to beat these fights. Now, sometimes this will say unknown and you don't know how much the difficulty is going to be. So we did that. Okay. All right. So now it's our turns. Let's move here. He got -5 fatigue. All right, let's end our turn. So now we've got to beat 18. Well, we're going to have to use our 10. Can we use the 6? No, we're going to have to use the 10. So let's do that. All right, beautiful. Let's move here. And let's end our turn. 18 again. That's 12. That's 13. We're going to fail this one, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, beautiful.
Exhausted, the two friends decide to call it quits. At this rate, they won't last long, Ulfius laughs. Hector catches his breath, then thanks his friend for the fight.
Okay, let's ask how he is.
The old knight is in good condition, but in any case, he will never stop fighting. It is out of the question. He dreams of a glorious death on the battlefield.
So he's not going to fight in the tournament today. Okay. Let's ask what he thinks of the tournament.
Indeed, it is a great tournament, bustling with activity. Knights from all over the kingdom have come here to face off and take their chances at winning.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's ask him about King Lot.
Ulfius does not much care for King Lot. He thinks Lot will be quick to sow discord if someone other than he pulls the sword from the stone and becomes High King of Britain.
So he's going to be salty, basically. Let's ask more information about the sword in the stone.
The old warrior would certainly like to have a go at it, but he's far less enthusiastic about becoming High King of Britain. Whoever takes over Uther's throne will have many an enemy.
Fair. Let's ask Usius if he has any tips to help us look good at the tournament.
Kay and Hector could persuade the herald to give them a flattering introduction before their battle in the lists. This would make quite an effect and give them a certain advantage.
He's not going to do that, though.
On the other hand, adds old Ulfius with a laugh. It would be wise to have a few pennies in your pocket to be more persuasive.
Ah, so we've got to sort of, do a bit of, a bit of sucky on the side. It's not going to help us. All right, let's take leave.
The knight holds back our heroes a moment. I saw a tearful young woman in London, Ulfius says. If you help her, she'll be delighted to choose one of you as her champion. There's nothing like the prospect of winning a lady's favor to strengthen one's courage.
Okay.
When he hears this, Kay sneers. He does not need a lady to be brave. Ulfius starts laughing. Hector rolls his eyes and then thanks his friend.
So Kay might need he doesn't need a lady. He might need a male. It's 2025. We're not judging. All right, so now we're going to go back to our horsies. All right, let's do that. Oh, so it's different speeds. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so let's get back on our horsies. And we're going to select Arthur. And we can go into the menu. So the menu will just tell us about different combat styles and all that sort of stuff. We don't need that. Oh, let's go. Oh, so Arthur is the one that's not going to be fighting at the tournament. Okay, that makes sense. So peaceful. Let's talk to these chaps.
Two knights play chess in the shelter of a pavilion. The game seems to drag on and on.
Fair.
An elderly knight greets our hero cheerfully.
All right. Let's greet and introduce ourselves.
Dressed in gules and silver crosses, the man says his name is Baldwin.
Baldwin, okay. Let's ask him who he is.
Baldwin is a very pious knight who usually lives like a hermit.
Okay, so he doesn't touch grass. Yeah, that's most of us. Let's ask him more information about the sword in the stone.
The knight would be lying if he said he was not dying to try it too. He may not have won the day before, but he hopes to make up for it today or tomorrow.
Okay, so he's hoping to be High King. We've got to have dreams, my friend. All right, let's ask him about King Lot.
Baldwin laughs and say he certainly would never speak ill of King Lot.
Okay, so he likes King Lot. Okay, let's take leave.
The knight wishes our hero good day.
Okay, good day, my friend. All right, let's continue on. See who else we can find. You are crossing an intersection and can change lanes. To do so, point the cursor on the second lane and left click when the cursor changes. So we can go down here, but we're not going to go down there yet. So that'll be to London. So we're gonna continue on and talk to some folk.
In a pavilion, two knights are loudly talking over each other, arguing who will win the day's fights.
Okay. Okay, so they don't want to bar of us. Fair enough. Who is this guy just busting out some push-ups?
A knight, as strong as an ox and as broadly built, trains intensely. He seems to have enough stamina to continue all day without tiring. He greets our hero.
Show off. All right, let's greet
The
him.
man's name is Brastias. He admits he's not much for conversation.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's ask him who he is.
Not a big talker, Brastias shares only that he was captain of the Royal Guard before King Uther Pendragon died.
Okay, so he's unemployed. Okay, let's ask him about King Lot.
King Lot's reputation already speaks for itself, he sneers. He has nothing else to add.
So he's neutral. He doesn't like King Lot, but he doesn't dislike him. Okay. Ask for more information about the sword and the stone.
Man does not need the chimera of a prize at the end of a tournament to make him want to fight.
Okay, so he's not really a fan of pulling out the sword. Okay.
At the end of the conversation, the knight wasn't even out of breath.
He's a show-off. That's all he is. All right, let's continue. Who else can we talk to? Who's this guy just eating some food?
A king with emaciated, almost razor-sharp features tears apart a chicken leg with a smug look on his face. He does not even deign to look at our hero.
This is King Lot. 110% it is. Alright, let's continue.
Our heroes are excited to see where they will show off their skills. Here is the tournament lists. There is already a knight there, kneeling in prayer.
Now let's talk to him.
A knight, wearing gules and silver, prays, kneeling in the middle of the lists.
Okay. Let's greet him.
The man murmurs a quiet greeting before saying his name is Aguisance.
Oh, we're fighting him today in the tournament. Ask him who he
The
is.
knight answers rudely that the only way for a man to truly know another is to fight him.
Okay, so he's a prick. Fair enough. Ask him why he's praying.
Aguisance gravely explains that he is a Christian. He prays for his soul should he die in the next battle.
Okay. Let's take
The
leave.
knight says nothing as our hero leaves him.
Okay. So he just stays silent. Okay, so we've ended the map there. Alright, so let's go down to London. And let's find... I think we've got to find a lady that Uphius told us about. Yeah, go to London. We've got to do that. And then we've got to fight Aguizan and Malian. Alright, let's do that. Alright, we've talked to everyone up here. So let's go down. Let's go a little bit more. And there. Let's change lanes there. And let's just full speed ahead down to London Town and see what's happening down there. Look at it. Leaving them behind. Just leaving them in their dust.
Amazed, our knights pass the majestic gate to London, the largest town in all of Britain.
All right. They've done a great job with the graphics. All right. Let's talk to this guy.
Behind a stall selling rare and precious fabrics, a bronze-skinned merchant with a broad smile greets our knight. The merchant, named Basil, sells the most beautiful and fine products.
Okay. So a merchant. Let's greet him.
The man first shows muslin and camlet, and then various silk fabrics. Alpine, pale, cycloton, osterine, sandal, samite, and more. Though the names are too many for our hero to remember, he's dazzled by the fabric's colors, textures, and sheen.
Okay, so he's a fabric merchant. Okay. Let's ask him, let's ask how he is.
Basil is delighted to be selling his wares in London. The tournament brings people from all over the country, and this is very good for business. He misses Constantinople, of course, but Britain is an enchanting land.
Okay, so he comes from across the sea. It's fair. Alright, let's take leave.
Basil hopes our knight will come back to his shop before the end of the tournament.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go find someone else to chat to. And we're going to find that lady as well. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to find. Oh, who are these guys? Let's have a chat. Let's interrupt.
Two young people, a noble damsel and a gallant knight, hold hands, oblivious to the world around them. Their eyes glow with passion.
Well, we've got ourselves a situation here. We've got one woman, 4 males. All right, let's go. Let's greet the young two.
As if awakened from a dream, the damsel and the knight slowly greet our heroes. The damsel's name is Carenza, and the knight is Milliant of Lys.
Okay. We're fighting this guy too. So we're fighting Old Bud and this guy. Alright, so let's ask the young man how he's doing.
He is the happiest man on earth, he says, and his beloved is the ravishing Carenza. Furthermore, he cannot wait to snatch victory from Hector and Kay. No offense, he says confidently, but you are no match for me.
Alright, fair. Let's ask Carenza if you can become her champion.
In a voice full of admiration, the young woman declares that her sweetheart, Meliant, is already a champion. Hearing this, the knight puffs out his chest.
Okay. Ask the lady how she's doing.
Since meeting this brave and handsome knight, the young lady has never been happier. Meliant is so strong. No competitor should dare
like a
claim
cockhead
they
to
will
me,
win the
anyway.
tournament, she says joyfully.
Okay. Ask Carenza about her love for Meliant.
Carenza boasts of the strength and depth of her love for Meliant. She then recounts their first meeting by the fountain in London's wealthy district.
Okay, so they met near a fountain?
Our hero sees it's hard to stop her once she gets started on this topic.
Okay, he's paying 110%. Alright, let's ask Meliant about his love for Carenza.
Carenza is a blessing. He would do anything for her. Plus, she whets his appetite for victory and glory.
Okay, maybe they are in love. Ask more information about the sword in stone.
The young lady is all too eager for Meliant to withdraw the sword and be crowned High King of Britain. She is already imagining herself queen of this land.
Okay.
Meliant thinks he has a good chance of pulling the sword from the stone. He is young, strong, courageous, and handsome too. He thinks Britain would have much to gain if he became High King.
Yeah, I don't think so, but you do you. Alright, let's take leave.
While Meliant mumbles goodbye to our hero, Carenza has already forgotten our knight. So focused is she on her beloved.
Right, okay. Alright, let's continue then. That guy's a jerk, and I hope we knock him off his horse later. Oh, who's this? Oh, this is the lady, the damsel that Uphius told us about.
Our hero spot a very young lady sobbing her heart out. The sleeves of her pretty blue dress have been torn off.
Well, they haven't, but that's okay. We'll go with it.
Kay laughs at her, but Arthur says nothing. In the end, it is Hector who comforts the girl.
Good on you, Hector.
Her eyes full of tears, she says, "Sire, I am so ashamed for you to see me in such a state. My name is Neris, and from now on, I will also be known as the damsel with the short sleeves."
Neris. Okay. Let's greet the damsel and ask about the cause of her distress.
It is the fault of her older sister, Carenza, who tore off her sleeves. She could not stand it when I made the teeniest criticism of her bow, the so-called proud and magnificent Meliant of Lys, says the damsel, grimacing.
Yeah, I'm on your side. He is a jerk. Okay. Ask what she's doing here.
Neris and her sister, Carenza, have come with their father, Sir Thibaut of Tintagel, who is now resting from yesterday's duels. The young lady with the short sleeves will not soon forget how her sister has wronged her.
Okay. Propose to Neris to be her champion.
She'll gladly accept Hector as her champion if he can find her precious sleeves.
Interesting. Okay. Tell her you will find her
The
sleeves.
young lady smiles. If Sir Hector could, she would be truly delighted, and her heart would be soothed.
Ask about her older sister.
The odious girl is only interested in Meliant, as if he were the best knight in the world, which is far from the case, she adds, wrinkling her nose.
Yep, I understand. Okay, ask for more information about the sword
All
and
the
stone.
knights are going crazy over this sword. Whoever pulls it out will be the most powerful man in Britain.
Okay. Take our leave.
The damsel invites our hero to come and talk with her whenever he likes.
Okay, let's get Hector, and let's go and talk to Basil and see if we can get new sleeves made. for the damsel. Let's talk to Basil.
The Byzantine merchant is delighted to see our hero, whom, once again, he greets eloquently.
Ask if he could cut sleeves from the... Yeah, this.
The merchant can, indeed. For the exact shade our knight points to, he asks 120 pennies. But that is an exorbitant price.
Let's negotiate. Let's go love. So we got to beat... It's unknown. Let's go Arthur. Let's go 12. Hopefully it's success. It's a fail.
Hands on hips, the merchant hears our hero out. Then, with an exasperated wave of his hand, he declares his price is firm. Satisfied, Basil hands our knight the sleeves his craftsmen have cut from silk.
Okay.
Basil hopes our knight will come back to his shop before the end of the tournament.
Okay, so we got new sleeves for Nezzy. So let's go see her. And let's see if she likes the new sleeves that we got her. There she is. We overshot it a little bit.
Neris, still sorrowful, welcomes our hero once again, but with a faint look of hope.
Give her sleeves.
The young girl wipes tears from her eyes. What joy the sight of these immaculate sleeves brings her. To spite her sister and to show her gratitude to Hector, Neris happily agrees to let Hector be her champion.
Oh, sweet.
Hector laughs kindly. She's far too young to be his beloved. Yet he is a courteous man, so he willingly agrees to defend the damsel's honor. And so she entrusts him with one of her precious sleeves.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's
The
take these.
damsel invites our hero to come and talk with her whenever he likes.
Okay, so now we've got to put our sleeve on. Okay, sweet. So this is the Grail card I was speaking of. So we're going to use that in battle here in a sec. Alright, so let's head up to the training grounds and I'll meet you up there in a couple of minutes. Okay, let's do this. So you can hear like the cheering and the clapping. So we're going to go into battle.
Elias waits for our knight's signal to announce the next battle. Aguisance and Milliant also stand ready to face off against Hector and Kay.
All right, let's accept the fight.
Emphatically and poetically, the herald proclaims how Aguisance has accomplished such fine feats thanks to his ardor and daring. He also introduces Milliant of Lys, whose strength is well proven. Then it is Hector and Kay's turn. Though Elias praises the experience of the first and the ardor of the second, our knights feel he could have presented them better. Now, let the duel begin. Alas, Arthur lost Kay's sword. Kay spitefully accuses his brother of being a bad squire. It's impossible for him to fight without his trusted sword. So now, here he is, stuck on the sidelines. Fortunately, Orpheus arrives to fight alongside Hector.
Sweet. Okay. So certain combats you will have to take on an additional challenge to determine which side will start the fight. Okay. So it is unknown. Let's go 11. All right, we success. Beautiful. All right. So what we're going to do... So we can also examine our opponents. Okay. So this is his stats here. All right. Beautiful. All right, let's do this. We've already learned this. Let's do this. Okay. So let's go here. That's probably going to take 1 on horseback. No, that's going to take all 3. That's fine. Let's go here. Well, let's go. We can't thrust at them. Let's go aim charge. Let's go next to him. Okay, sweet. Let's end our turn. And let's see what these guys are going to do. He's running away like a little pussy. Oh, no, he's not. He's coming in. Well, this guy's screwed. So, we don't know what his thing is. So, it says, if the enemy charges you while your lance is crouched, you will have to face an counter a charge challenge. Depending on the outcome of the challenge, you may either inflict or suffer injury. Okay. Grail cards can have a random value that varies between 14 and 24. However, you won't know their exact value until after you confirm the challenge. All right, let's do the Grail card. And let's go okay. That's gotta hurt. That had to hurt. He had to have suffered big time. And let's go here. Oh no, now we're gonna go 9. Let's go. We need to beat 12. That's 18. Wait, we're gonna beat him anyway. Let's do that. So is he gonna suffer himself? Is he gonna give up? Yeah, alright. So he's out of there. Alright, beautiful. Now it's just 2 against 1. See if we can charge this guy. Alright, so he wants to go after old bud here. See, we don't know what it's gonna be. Alright, success. Beautiful. Beautiful. That hurt. That hurt him. That hurt him. Okay. Beautiful. So now we've got to beat 12, and we've already beat 12. Let's do more. Let's do 16. It might hurt him a little bit better. And we get another card. Oh, he gave up. All right.
Graceful and precise, our knights fought with fabulous power and speed. How beautiful to see such a duel. Spectators were awed to watch young knights defeated by 2 older warriors. Elias proclaims Orpheus and Hector victorious. Kay will have one last chance to shine. The next tournament will pit Kay and Baldwin against Orion and Brastias. But for now, those who have just fought should go and rest. Kay, red with rage, orders his brother to find him a sword and fast. Feeling ashamed, Arthur only has himself to rely on.
Okay, so let's get on a horse. We got to go and find a sword, I believe. We got to find Kay's sword. Yeah, find a sword for your brother Kay. Okay, we can do that. All right. Let's do it. I don't know where we're off to, but we're off. We're off and running. We're going out of town.
Beyond the palisade on the outskirts of London, a moor grows full of wild weeds, and the ancient Roman road runs through it.
To cross a door or path, point the cursor over the area and left click. Okay. Let's go in. I don't know where we're going to look for a sword, but let's do it. All right. Let's go. Let's trot along and see what we're going to find. This is gorgeous, the countryside right now.
This oak tree's boughs reach high into the sky. The broad trunk has a solid wooden door. Someone lives here.
Okay, someone lives here. All right, let's get off a horse and let's go in, I guess. Famous last words right now.
Arthur knocks, and the door opens. He climbs a long staircase, spiraling up into the darkness of the trunk.
Oh, that's not good. What the? Okay. Oh, there's an old dude here. Oh, let's chat to him.
The inside of the oak tree looks more like a nest than a home. There are natural elements all around. Stones, painted or engraved driftwood, mistletoe over the hearth, and above all, a prodigious quantity of feathers.
Yeah, feathers is an understatement.
An old, sickly-looking man with a humped back greets our hero in a weak voice. He's peeling lopsided, yellowish tubers.
All right, let's greet him and introduce ourselves.
Welcome to my esprit, young squire, says the old man in a hoarse but warm voice. My name is Linnerm.
Linum. All right, ask him about his health.
Linnerm sighs and replies plaintively that his back hurts so much and he has so much rheumatism. Oh, indeed, every day is an ordeal. He does not think he will be around much longer.
What is rheumatism? If you know, put it in the comments below. I would love to know. All right, let's go. Okay, so ask him about the things he's peeling.
The old man smiles and says, "It's an extremely precious tuber. I brought it back from a long voyage across the sea. It looks like an apple, but it grows underground. I had the idea this morning to try frying them."
A precious tuber. Is it ISO speed? Okay, ask where we could find a sword for our brother Kay.
Linnerm will help Arthur, provided the young man can find him some mandrake root. The old man needs the plant's juice to treat his aching back.
I could give you some juice there, buddy.
He also warns our hero. The mandrake will howl and curse the person who pulls it out of the ground. It is said that, rather than doing it yourself, you can make an animal pull it out.
Right, okay. Ask him about the
This
mandrake.
plant has human-shaped roots and is male or female. It is born from the seed of the hanged. It is used as an aphrodisiac, an antivenom, and a painkiller.
It is born from the seed of the hung. The hanged. Okay. Take leave.
Arthur says goodbye, but when the old man says, Arthur repeats his words of farewell.
Okay, so now we're going to find mandrake. Okay. All I want is a sword and we're going to find mandrake. All right, let's get on out. Let's get on a horse because we don't walk nowhere. All right, let's go over here first. End of the map. Okay, so let's go the other way and see what we can find. Oh, so peaceful, this game. I love it. So lengthy for a demo as well. This road goes forever.
A dead yew tree, stripped of its needles, looms ominously. It is the hanging tree of London. A mangy, stray dog tirelessly scratches at the ground.
Okay, so we're going to have to get the dog.
The dog pays no attention to our hero, so busy is he scratching and clawing at the ground. He must be looking for a long-forgotten bone from a hanged man.
Okay, and this is the mandrake, I take it. Broadleaves grow up out of the earth. This must be the mandrake Lenham wished us to bring him. And now how will we tie the dog to the plant? Oh, the rope just here. Come on, you can do better than that, game.
This rope will be perfect for uprooting the mandrake, once tied to both the plant and the dog.
Okay, so I guess You can drag items onto an element of the environment. Hold down the left click on the item and in the inventory and drag it. So we've got to go here and then here. Okay. That seems simple.
Using the rope, Arthur approaches the dog, who starts to growl.
All right, let's tame the dog. So we need 12. And we can't get 12 though.
The dog growls more and more fiercely. Arthur's authority and conviction is not enough to keep it from biting him. Even so, he succeeds in slipping the rope around its neck, and he ties the other end to the mandrake.
Okay, so we still got
He
it.
whistles, and the dog runs off at full speed, pulling out the magic plant, which screams a terrible curse at the dog that runs away as if the devil himself were on his heels.
I like how it's got different elements of not just battle. Like there's, like, I had to train a dog. Like, that's cool. I like that.
Arthur retrieves the mandrake that has finally stopped squealing.
All right, so now, I guess now we can go and see Linum, and he's going to tell us where to get a sword. If we can get on our, get on our horsey. All right, let's go. Let's go see Linum. And he's going to tell us about a sword. All right, let's go. Off the horsey there, Arthur boy. And in we go. All right, let's go talk to him. There. All right.
Linarm nods to Arthur as the Esprimoire door closes.
All right, hand over the mandrake.
The old man is delighted. To thank our hero, he gives him a grimoire and a purse full of pebbles. Use the inscription inside to enchant the purse, says Linarm kindly.
Okay.
With a wink, he adds that there is indeed a sword along the way, beyond the 2 guards posted in front of the stone enclosure inside London.
Okay, so we're going to craft a spell here. Okay, the grimoire allows you to create general and quest spells. Once created, general spells can be used at any time, while quest spells can be used in specific context. Okay, so we're going to go here. Use 2 cards from different seasons. And this is where the seasons come into it. So, as you can see, they're different seasons. These are the these two are the same season. So we need love, which is different. And we'll go this one. And let's do that. Okay. And then here. Oh, we're going here. You acquire a quest spell, these for different powers, and okay, so.
When Arthur
there we go.
casts the spell the old man gave him, the purse begins to gleam. And inside, the plain old pebbles have turned into precious gems.
Wow. Okay. So now we've got to go back to London. All right, let's do it. Let's go back to London and let's see what we're going to do. Sword before. Okay, I didn't see any guards when we were in London last time, but we didn't go too far away from the damsel, so Netterine. So there must have been more of London that we didn't see. The music, have I said, the music is so peaceful in this game. Okay, so we've got to go to London, which is here. Let's do that. And then we're just going to like full book it down to London. Oh, let's do it. Countryside. I wonder if it's all hand-drawn art. If the dev watches this video, let me know down below. Is it all hand-drawn art? Like, I'd like to know. It looks like it. So we're going to keep going past everything here. Oh, there's a jester. Oh, here we go.
2 guards block the path. Halt there, says one with authority. No one may go further. Their stern, unsympathetic faces show that they do not feel like chatting.
Okay. Give them a purse full of precious gems.
The guards open their eyes wide and pounce on the purse. Consumed with greed, they are too busy fighting over how to divide the gemstones to pay Arthur any mind.
Okay. That means we can just go through. Oh, sweet. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Where's the sword that we've been talking about, though?
Among the silence and the cold, a sword rises up from a stone. Is that not the prize for the tournament?
It is. So we just click it? Oh, we do. We just click it.
Now I see the sword there gleaming, and I silent and trembling approach the rock to seize the sword. Oh, what rare and...
You, what have you done? Cries an angry voice to the terrified Arthur. Get out of here, you beardless squire. Do you think you are the next High King? Lot mocks Arthur, shoving him out of the way. He, one of the top knights, just cannot bring himself to give up. He yanks on the hilt of the sword, but it will not budge an inch. Drawn to the scene, a crowd gathers. Observed by so many knights, Lot finally gives in. People look on in amazement. Arthur approaches the sword.
Now they see the sword there gleaming, the crowd all silent and trembling. With wonderment in awe they gaze, for Lot is so virulent. Arthur, cries a voice so old, the day has come just as foretold. Now take the sword, for you are the one. You are Uther and I grandson. By my own hand, you are the true heir. So does Merlin then declare.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's where I'm going to leave Legends of the Round Table. If you did enjoy, let me know down below. And I'm going to put this one to a vote with you guys to see if it does get its own playthrough. We're starting our Let's Play channel, Let's Play series up this year. So I'll be happy to see this one be in the rotation when it fully gets released. But until next time, I'm Juice. Say hello to your mum for me. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Until next time, I'll see you then. See ya.